With the upcoming release of Strive, I kind of got to thinking, what really makes me stick to a fighting game? You know, is it the gameplay? Is it the presentation? Something I think that's commonly overlooked is just the simple fact of actually getting into the game, playing the game, and rematching in the game. It feels like you can learn more when you can just keep grinding games. Or if you're having a lot of fun, you can immediately get back into it. Or if you're pissed off and you want to just play that guy again, you want to beat that asshole, you can do that too. Just having a quick rematch system is just really great. However, I wanted to see how fast those rematches truly are. So, I timed them. Here is the time it takes for Tekken 7, +R, Dragon Ball, and Street Fighter to get a rematch in a game. Does it really amount to anything? No, not really, but I still thought it was interesting and I wanted to share it. Here you go.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock. Fight.
Round one. Fight.
To be honest, I was quite surprised at how long it takes for +R to actually start another game. You know, I play so many games back to back in that. Compared to Street Fighter, I can't believe only Street Fighter's a mere second slower. Tekken, of course, I kind of expected it. It's kind of a joke amongst its community about how it has to reload the stage on every single one. But even with that, it's still only, 6 seconds slower than Street Fighter V. Dragon Ball obviously reigns supreme, and it seems like that's the way ArcSys is going with things, and it is so much more of a preferred system. Like, oh my gosh. I just love how I can just play games back to back to back to back to back to back with Dragon Ball. It's probably why I have so much time in it. Now there's something else I was a little curious about, and that would be the time it takes from pressing play on Steam to the point of playing a game with another human being. What game is the fastest? What game is the slowest? I know personally off the top of my head, every time I'd start up Dragon Ball, it would be so annoying, and I would leave it open just due to the simple fact of the initial startup due to the anti-cheat and server connection. It takes so long. But as we've seen from the rematch system, pretty nice once you're in. But yeah, I went ahead and timed them all. Now, I know it's not going to be consistent, and time of day affects it, and who's online and what is this, so take it with a grain of salt, but still interesting stuff.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
Just to be clear, for me, in Dragon Ball and Street Fighter, whenever I'm searching for a match, I want to be in training mode, and I feel like that's the same case for a lot of people, so I left all that in as well. If I really wanted to go for like the utmost fastest time, it probably would be just to get in queue, sit there, no training, but I wanted this to be legitimate, the whole process, loading training mode, all that. So you get to see the whole shebang here. Also, a slight defense for Street Fighter. This account that I'm playing on is Diamond, so to find a casual match in Diamond, it can really vary. This was 5 p.m. East Coast on a weekday, so it's kind of variable, but usually it's still practical. I know if this was a lower ranked account, the queue times would be pretty fast. Dragon Ball, on the other hand, is kind of interesting because I set the connection to relatively low. It was around the same time as well, and I set it for anything goes because I don't really care in that game. I'll play someone new. I just want a good game with a decent connection. But usually I have to settle. It feels like I'm always settling for someone on West Coast with Dragon Ball. I don't know. Could just be everyone's connection is really bad in that game, but I don't know. Who knows?
Is a player from North America.
Nice try. Round one. Fight.
Here comes a mighty warrior! Get ready for a Dragon Ball Rumble! All or nothing! Let's go!
So yeah, this is all of the time it takes from pressing the play button to getting against an opponent. I know these are just absolute random samples. There's, I could do this 100 different times and get something different, but it's kind of a good gauge though. Like, I feel like Tekken was really accurate because when you look at all the things that happened in it, I started the game. Starting the game takes a while, and then I found an opponent relatively quickly. It was still, kind of long to get in there. Dragon Ball, I feel like, is a little bit fringe. I definitely think that it's gonna take about 2 minutes to start the game up, but I feel like you could get a match in 10 seconds or 5 minutes. It's so wildly different. And in Street Fighter, I feel like, it's really rank dependent and time of day. However, starting up the game, still accepting the daily challenges and whatever the hell and all of that, it does get a little annoying. And also the great show the date flashing lights. I know it's skippable and all, but it still adds a little bit of time. But yeah, just a fun little experiment I did. Doesn't really prove anything. Sorry if you play Mortal Kombat or anything like that. I don't particularly play those games. I don't even really particularly play Tekken 7, but Tekken, I wanted to know. I needed to know. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.